Around the time that RL Craft is a really popular mod pack, I was not playing that kind of mod pack. Well, I did try it, but it wasn't really my cup of tea. Ice and Fire had really started to be a mod that got on my nerves rather than be fun. So I looked to other mod packs. And it was actually around this time that I had discovered this very special mod pack that has been changed and updated for today, called Craft-to-Exile. Of course, it's Craft-to-Exile Dissonance. After a few years of not playing it, I have decided to finally come back to it in order to see how different it is compared to Craft-to-Exile 2, and whether or not those builds I was making in 2023 and 2022 and 2021, seeing if those were actually good builds or if I was not cooking anything. Join me as I go through this nostalgia-filled Let's Play of Craft-to-Exile Dissonance. Hey everyone, this is Poo. I am trying to do a Craft-to-Exile Dissonance run. I was recording one, but then I had made the determination that I had spent too long on not editing it that I don't even remember too much about what I was doing. So I've decided just to restart again. I may have to pause the recording here so that it makes the world, but I'm going to be playing another character. I'm going to turn cheats on because I don't remember if game rule keep inventory is on. But ooh, should I play with the Terraforged? This was a classic in Dissonance. Yeah, I'll play with Terraforged, even though it destroys the world and makes it impossible to progress in vanilla Minecraft. Alright, so this is Craft-to-Exile Dissonance. Whenever I tried to record a Let's Play before, I kind of just spent the first episode explaining stuff and didn't really do anything. This time around, I'm just gonna run right through it and explain as I go. Certain things, certain mechanics, certain changes that are different from Craft-to-Exile 2. While this loads though, I can start immediately saying that Craft-to-Exile 1 is quite a bit different from Craft-to-Exile 2 when it comes to all of the things surrounding Mine & Slash, the main mod, while Mine & Slash itself is actually rather similar, with a few differences. There's like a few changes. When I go into the character screen, you'll see that there's a lot of stuff for building your character that is rather similar, but there are other things that are very different. Okay. Wow, we didn't have to relog. I can't believe it. I'm just gonna make sure here. Okay, it is always set to true. I'm also gonna do this. Mob griefing. Oh, false. If I ever decide to do a mine colony, which is in this mod, mob griefing false is very important. There isn't things like mobs that can break into your house, but there are things like your mine colony's villager attacks a creeper and then it explodes on them, which may not only kill them but also like mess up your house. Anyway, this is Craft-to-Exile 1. I would like to immediately start by saying like everything there's quite a bit of difference again in the mods surrounding Mine & Slash. The progression is way different. The end is actually at the middle of the game rather than the end. And of course we're in Minecraft 1.15, so there's no such thing as the Warden or anything like that. In this first episode, I'd really like to get through a bunch of Act 1, but we'll see how that goes because there's certain things in here that are not existent. Like, for example, there's no such thing as this. I'm holding tilde right now and nothing is highlighting, which you know what that means. That happens to mean that there's no Ultimine. I don't even know if Ultimine existed at this time. It probably did, because a lot of the mods in this mod pack are the same. It's older versions for 1.15. So it's kind of questionable that they didn't have it, The first quest is actually just to craft a crafting table. One surprising thing is they don't start you out with a master bag. In this one, you have to make it yourself like this. That's something that I also have to worry about. Anyway, I'm already gonna show off something different here. Experience used to be like this, like an item that you ate. Another mod pack I'm playing actually kind of just mirrored this as well. The Plastic 3 mod pack that I've been talking about on stream a bunch. In that they have quests that you can proc whenever you feel like to get the experience. You don't have to get the experience as soon as you do the quest. Another thing about the quests in this one is they didn't know how to do like times a certain amount, so they just sort of give you an arbitrary amount, expecting that you would be at that much, you know? Like for example, 4,000 there. It's kind of blurred out because of this weird bug with the icons for all of the different quests. But that's the quests. I can go through the act structure here. You actually go into the overworld as usual, but the overworld actually spans like a large range of levels. I believe it goes from 1 to 50. I think maybe something here says that. Is anything here say? Oh, maybe it's 1 to 20, and then this is 1 to 50. No, I think I'm conflating this with how it was in Craft-to-Exile 2 when they still had the mirror dimension. Anyway, there's like I know there's a vast range of level in the overworld. I think it does really go to like 50. Yeah, the act structure in this one is very different. You start in the overworld as usual, but you can go to this optional dimension. There's actually more than one of these. In fact, there's like three. No, wait, no. There's only more than there's only two of these. So you got the Bumble Zone that you can potentially go to, and then there's also the Tropics. For some reason, Act 6 splits, but there's actually 7 acts. There's a lot of mods in here that are weird and different, like immersive engineering, which is strange for Craft-to-Exile. I don't think that was ever in Craft-to-Exile 2, but Create is in this too, which was in Craft-to-Exile 2. I think for this first day, I should definitely just try to like do vanilla. Also, I should make a determination on which class I want to play. There's several different options here. I was going to play a bow character, but getting to a bow early is really hard, so I think I'm going to go for a different class. Just so I can immediately use it. Rather than what I was doing previous. What do I want to pick up, though? I really need to pick up something that takes advantage of elemental damage, because in this one, elemental damage is really, really good. Maybe I'll go the classic nature. This is basically like part shaman, but shaman's a little different in this one. Because instead of doing physical damage with Thorny Bush, it's dealing nature damage, which is chaos. Like, basically chaos. Because I picked that, I think I'll go this way, maybe? There's no searching in this one. I kind of just have to, like, know all of the places, huh? Let's see. Frost spell damage. I'm realizing that the Craft-to-Exile 2, I think the basic tree is at, or sorry, not Craft-to-Exile 2, Mine / basic tree actually is just the same as this, isn't it? Oh, you know what? I should start here actually. Because then I can reach these elemental axes and all these elemental melee effects. Yeah, I gotta start here, don't I? For sure. Now there is no passive skills in this one, so there's no such thing as like picking up a bunch of armor and then using it against enemies as like a way to, or sorry, picking up a bunch of mana, I guess, with the shaman, and then using it against your enemies. There's no such thing as that. This is the stat screen. Things actually got split up. Like vitality and strength are now just strength in Path of Exile 2. Kind of the same for all of these, honestly. These are pretty much paired up now. Honestly, you know, I think I maybe want to just do an intelligence build. Yeah. Let's use this. Let's use the gear bag. Can't really remember if these are constant. I don't think these are constant. Weird. Different a little bit. Wait, this... Wow, we started with an uncommon sword. Rings are really mediocre in this one, so don't worry about rings too much. Rings only matter at like the very end of the game when you're trying to put rune words in them. Okay. I think we just have to sort of like roam around. I can't remember. Can I break the waypoints in this one? Or are they unbreakable? This is a waypoint tower. They really just copied off Zelda with these back in the day. I think actually this is something you can toggle in the configuration of waystones, because Craft-to-Exile 2 actually does have waystones, but it doesn't have these towers, does it? Definitely something that you can toggle. Let me break this. Ender Pearl. Efficiency 4. I'm just gonna get down the normal way. I'm not gonna like Ender Pearl down. Okay. We already got some iron. But the better way to get things in this one is not to go mining or anything like that. And instead to explore any dungeon you can find, which we are not finding any dungeons. Oh. I mean, this is a village. This isn't a dungeon, but this is a village. That's pretty close to a dungeon. Let's kill some sheep. I don't know why I'm trying to crit them. There's no such thing as critting by jumping in this one. It's actually kind of weird because basic attacks in this one actually use up your they use up. Ooh, okay, I just had to remember that that's how you do that. They use up your energy, so you can actually run out of energy from using basic attacks. Oh. Ooh, I forgot. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that this mod pack doesn't even have looter in it. First come, first serve around these parts. Uh-oh. Well. Dang, man. I can't believe how much they had to nerf this. I think even, like, Thorny Bush was good in this one. Which is crazy. Ooh. I'm gonna hold. Oh god, you don't heal whenever you level. Run. I should set my spawn somewhere. There we go. Alright, you do get the full thing. Oh my goodness, I forgot also your health regen is tied to you eating food or not. Yeah, there's a lot of little quirks to this version of Craft-to-Exile. Okay. Let's look through here. And maybe there's some special stuff in here that I can talk about. Oh, you know, these coins are actually useless to me because they actually took down the Craft-to-Exile server. Therefore, you can't really take advantage of that. Let me do that. And... wait, whoops. Forgot I'm playing a nature build. We're gonna head... what does this do? Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna go like this way. Until we reach... we could actually use this Blood Mage. Blood Mage is not... Blood Mage in this one is actually really good, and it was good from the get-go. Unlike Craft-to-Exile 2, where I think Blood Mage was okay and fine, but got better. It was probably good in Craft-to-Exile 2 as well, but it got even stronger. Like, it got buffed. It did not get buffed in this one. This is the same old power level from the very beginning. Already turning nighttime. We need this. Ooh, we need this a lot. Is this actually a wand? No. It's just a honey wand. Not a real wand. Not like a staff. I gotta hurry up and try to break these. No! Yay, I got it. Damn, I deal like no damage. Holy crap. No! Focus. Over. So there's actually diminishing returns on killing mobs in this one, just like Craft-to-Exile 2. Except the only difference, I think, is that... no, wait, no, maybe that was only a server thing. No, actually... sorry, they do handle it differently in Craft-to-Exile 2. The way that spawners work in this one is they just explode. No, actually, no, that was a server thing. That's a server thing. Yeah, in normal Craft-to-Exile, they actually do... or Craft-to-Exile 2, they also explode, don't they? Yeah, spawners are pretty much exactly the same. Funnily enough, they have something called Apotheosis in that mod. But it's mostly just for sugarcane. Because they even disabled being able to grab things. Yeah, they actually disabled something from Apotheosis. That is something you can do is you can steal spawners. They did that by removing the capacity to even get the levels of Silk Touch by making it -1. Can this be okay? Oh frick, is that my only... no, it's not. Whenever I was doing my attempt to play this mod pack, I realized very quickly that Magic Shield is really, really good in this mod pack, actually. In this one specifically, it seemed absurdly strong. Are you villagers happy? I cleared out all of the illagers. All the ick. Oh, I haven't even explained this, but clearly if you've been paying attention, the way that they handled gear is because there's no such thing as like a gear soul, right? There's no such thing as anything like that. Instead, when you pick up a piece of gear, even like making an axe or getting an axe, it will turn into a weapon. You actually aren't limited though at all by whatever level you have to like just use the axe. Like it won't fall out of your hands if you have an axe in your hand that you can't use. That's what I'm trying to get at. I have no more points. I think the bags in this one are actually not too bad to make, right? Oh no, they're bad to make. Okay. Yeah, I really need to find a... Oh, you know what? This counts. Here we go. These dungeons are very good for getting equipment. So if you recognize this dungeon, you know that this dungeon is like a very commonly used dungeon in mod packs. Basically, it just has like layers to it. The bottommost layer is like a nether layer that has a bunch of materials. I honestly think... Actually, I don't even know. There's no vein mining in this, so you actually feel kind of pushed towards going into these. For the simple fact that you can't even find the things here. You can't find any things like... You can't just like mine your way to everything in this one. You have to remember that this version of Minecraft is so old. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I noticed it's too loud. This version of Minecraft is so old that there's no such thing as like mining something and then using fortune to get a bunch of raw copies of it, you know? Because there wasn't such a thing as raw ore in Minecraft 1.15. I think it's still too loud. Maybe we'll turn hostile creatures down by 50%. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Another strange thing about this one is that you can actually use 10 spells instead of 9, even though it's really only possible to use 8. Usually, I think like 8 is the most amount of skills you can really use in Craft-to-Exile 2. 9, you have to kind of like have to start using your keyboard and weird buttons and all that stuff. But in this one, you can actually use all 10 because the way it works is you have to hold shift and you push the button, the number key that does the spell. There's no such thing as like specific keys on the keyboard that activate this. And then they gave you a second bar if you hit R. It flips the 2 bars. Okay, while I'm here trying to kill these endless zombies that just keep spawning, I guess I can talk about certain things with this mod that are different. A lot of the skills are actually pretty similar. They're just shifted around. Like, for example, lightning is not in just, like, the shaman class. It's split between... Oh my god. What? I can cast this with that? That can't be right. Oh, you know what? I should just place a torch there. Why didn't I do that? Silly me. Yeah. Shaman is split between lightning and nature. Which is quite a bit different, but the skills are nonetheless the same. Like, for instance, this thorny bush is pretty much the same. It just does a different type of damage. It's like if it did chaos for some reason. Kind of. Another thing, again, is those stats. The stats are actually really the same. It's like exactly the same effect. Or maybe the summoning stuff. Summoning stuff different? Yeah, no, there's no summoning stats, but everything else is the same. Like, for example, all the elemental damage, all the magic shield stuff. This one, it's all a hard, flat amount of whatever it is, instead of, like, percentage for a lot of the effects. But other than that, it's all pretty much the same, you know? Like, health, physical attack damage. This would actually be weapon attack damage in Craft-to-Exile 2. That's pretty similar. Another thing is that instead of passives, you actually have this bar over here. I was saying that passives don't exist. That's because there's a bar here that just gives you stats instead. And then the talent tree, of course, is just like normal. It's just like it's normal for what you'd expect. Some of the numbers may be bigger, like 50% elemental damage, depending on which weapon type you're using. But it's really mostly the same. Like, you got armor, you got elemental resists. The bigger things give bigger effects. There's some weird quirks, like for example this, which says fire resists, frost resist at the cost of... Like, all these resist at the cost of health regen. One thing I remember not paying too much attention to, even in the late game for some reason, was resistance in general. I don't know why. Like, I remember playing this on the server at level 100 and not really paying too close attention to that kind of thing. So, those are kind of some of the differences. Did I even pick a talent? I didn't even pick a talent. I'm not sure which direction I want to go here is the problem. I think I want to do, like, some kind of elemental character, but I'm not sure which weapon type I want to use. Oh yeah, lifesteal in this one is really, really strong. That's part of the reason why blood is really, really good. It's not like on a timer, just like Craft-to-Exile 2. Instead, it's just straight up like it applies immediately, which makes it a lot better. Or at least it tries to apply immediately. Like, it tries to apply as soon as it can, you know? No, I think he reset my progress. Did he reset it again? Okay, he's not resetting it. Hey, you two fight each other. I take it back. I want to kill you both. For the experience. Obviously, as usual, there's like there's that silly little clause that if you're too high level, you're not going to get experience from enemies. That's normal, though, so I don't really need to explain that. That's like every ARPG, you know? Except for Diablo 4, where apparently the best way to grind is to grind enemies who are 10 times your level, or not 10 times your level, but like 10 above your level for some reason. You know, I actually used to play a lot of would I say a lot? Let me go check how much time I played in Diablo. Let me open up Steam so I can check real quick. But I think I used to play quite a bit of Diablo 4 before realizing I don't really like the fact that you have to play it online all the time regardless. Let's go ahead and get a check here. How many hours did I play in Diablo? Dang, I played over 100 hours in Diablo 4. But yeah, I realized very quickly that having to play online the whole time was annoying. Either way, I had guess you could say like family friends. No. They were on my they were on my brother-in-law's side. They would play a lot of Diablo 4, and they said that in order to level, you had to like fight enemies who were 10 levels above you. So I don't know. And that's not how it is for this one though. That you don't want to fight enemies 10 levels above you. You will probably die. In fact, I think that's like skull. That's like skull level, you know, where it like shows like a skull instead of the level. They do that in Craft-to-Exile 2 as well. Let me get it! Okay. Hey, level 5 already. Wait, level 5? Sorry, level 6. Level 6 already. We'll go like this. You just straight up get a flat... No, wait, that's a percentage based. That's percentage based. Ooh, you just get flat magic shield regen, though. See what I mean? I think that magic shield must be overpowered. It must have been overpowered in this one, actually. And I was wrong. To never just always use it. I think there's something in a build where you use bows and you use magic shield. And maybe like a bit of dodge rating. Because bows are like really good when it comes to elemental damage. I'll just show you. Like, there's a lot of elemental damage here. See, look, straight up 50% there. There's like a 25% there and a 25% over here. I think there's more too. Actually, no, I think there's not. But there's still like a lot. And you get to go really, really close to the magic shield, which is pretty good. If you're doing a oh god, oh frick, I made it really small. If you're doing like a magic shield build. Oh boy, I'm doing what I shouldn't be doing maybe. Who knows, maybe at some point I'll just flip builds completely, go somewhere else. Flip where I'm going. So there's actually just the usual weapons in this one. There's no such thing as two-handed weapons, though. All just one-handed weapons in this one. There's no such thing as dual-wielding either. You can't dual-wield in this one. The thing is, though, there's no such thing also as this specific weapon does more damage. They actually made a change later in the pack's life that every single weapon will deal the same amount of damage or be in the same damage archetype. It used to be the case that like gauntlets were terrible. The hammers were the strongest thing ever. Like nothing else mattered in terms of melee. Just hammer, hammer, hammer. And it was genuinely true, because the truth of the matter was that you were not swinging your weapon. Like, the attack speed of your weapon does not matter at late game. There's no point in ever changing to anything. Oh frick, I didn't realize I was so low. There's no point in ever changing between different weapon types. Is my magic shield gonna regen? Oh, there it goes. Oh frick, I wanted to kill that actually. Oops. Dog is that? The invisible guy selling. Oh my, I forgot he does this. This is actually an apotheosis trait, I think. I might be wrong about that, honestly. So due to the fact that every single person was just using hammers and just none of the other weapon classes, they changed how everything was, and they just said every weapon does the same damage tier. I remember that it wasn't retroactive, though, is the thing. You know, you would have, like, if you had a very powerful hammer, it would not retroactively revert to being a weak hammer. So on the server, I actually had, like, a really strong hammer. Let me eat whatever I haven't eaten already. Oh shoot, I've already eaten everything. Oh wait, not this, though. Am I allowed to just drink it? I am. Let's go back to this. I got the thing where if you eat different things, you get certain... You get health bonuses. I don't know if they had that in Craft-to-Exile too. Or if they had the heart... No, they didn't have the heart thing from the offset, did they? I think they just didn't have that kind of like gain health from eating thing at all then. So if you're wondering like, okay, well if this is a mod pack where you're just stuck without a hammer that can, or stuck without a piece of equipment that can mine great amounts of area. Actually, I think, did they add a hammer mod to this? Oh, they did retroactively add a hammer mod to this. No, wait, no, you can't get these. No, sorry. These are actually something special. So yeah, these are all not real. You can ignore these. For some reason, this like, I don't know what this is. Like, this isn't something real. If you type in @Kalemi utilities, I don't know what this is. This is not like this mod is useless in single player. This was actually the way people set up shops, and I think they just stopped having shops. People stopped having shops because there's so few people on the server. In fact, I think this just turns into a penny. I don't understand really. But for some reason, there's also some weird items that are attached to it. I think there's more than just these sledgehammers. Anyway, the point is that this was actually the real hammer that you can use to mine in a 3x3, because you can actually get this item. There's actually quests that they talk about that introduces that. So even in this mod pack, they want you to read the quests. Please read the quests. Please, for the love of God, read the quests. So many people just used to read. It's really annoying that there's no button that I can auto push. Maybe there is and I'm missing it. Here's where I can go to identifying. There's actually identifying in this one. Like, you have to use an item for it. These identify one item. There's like a book that identifies all the items. A little awkward. A little bit awkward. Is this spear any better than what I got? Not two-handed. This is not two-handed. Remember that. What's magic steel? Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot that they even existed. You know, that number actually is about the same. I can still throw the trident too. Even though it's very silly to throw the trident. Let's keep heading down. I really need to get some diamonds. just so I can do that. Oh, I need to be picking up the gunpowder too, don't I? Oh, wait. Never mind. Take me off the spear. I'm realizing I can't place torches if I have the spear in my hand. Tortoise! I thought they even had you in here. Man, that one mod, Plastic 3, it definitely took a lot from Craft-to-Exile 1, didn't it? That guy is in Craft-to-Exile, or in Plastic 2. And again, maybe that mod pack is actually like a civilian mod pack, and it just has all of the most commonly played mods in it. And then Mine and Slash. Not every single mod pack has Mine and Slash in it. More bones. I need to pick up... Wait, actually, how much... Oh, wait, no, is that for a different thing? You know what? I actually think I have enough for all of these. Except for the diamonds. Iron, gold. Yeah, I've got enough. I just need diamonds. I think I need to find cave spiders, too, for the first few quests. Yeah, I already killed enough regular spiders. Because there's apotheosis in this mod pack, you can actually mess up your enchantments. And because of that, they put in prismatic cobweb, which gets rid of your curses. That's like a civilian mod thing, though. Does it do anything in this one, or is this just useless? Mostly just useless. Civilian mod. Why am I not taking an iron axe? See, look, it doesn't stop you from using it. You can still use it. It doesn't drop out of your hand. Wait, what? I didn't realize half the thing was gone. That's some strange... That is some strange dungeon spawning generation. Very, very strange. There actually isn't a roll in this one, so you're gonna have to get used to that, like I just now did. Oh man, get out of here, elite skeleton. Get out of here. Why is that skeleton on my side? No, you killed Stole, you bully. Give it back. Oh. How'd you get here? How did he get here? Alright, let me go ahead and, I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna just balance out between intelligence and wisdom. Hopefully I find a freaking... I really would like to find... Oh god. Oh frick. My equipment's breaking. Uh-oh. Yeah, I really need to find an orb. Because orbs are very good in this. Orbs are the offhand for magic shield. And they actually do require wisdom. A diamond! And lapis. Yeah, I'll take the lapis. What can I drop, though? Do the paper? Was that 2 more diamonds to go, and then I'll be done? There should be a lot of diamonds on the bottom. I actually struggled to find diamonds twice at the beginning of these runs. In a let's play, I can't call it a let's play. In a play that I was just doing off stream, like for fun, I didn't find any diamonds in the first one. And then on the let's play I was trying to do, I didn't find any diamonds on the bottom level. So I was like 0 for 2 on that, so I hope I find some this time. Ignore the iron. Just waste this wool as well. Where's the way down? Am I gonna have to do the manual way down? Oh yeah, I've got a terrible ring on me actually. I can equip... That's a really terrible... Oh wait, I actually get the set bonus. There are actually set bonuses in this one. Yeah, there's a ton of set bonuses. They actually vary depending on your level though. Alright, let's try going down. Maybe there isn't a 3rd layer to this. Yeah, it's really looking like there's no 3rd layer. Oh frick, I'm cooked then. No wait, we found it! We found it! Never mind. I really need to be able to deal more damage with this thorny bush. Oh, there goes my hat, for real. Repairing in this mod pack is so awkward. You have to make the machine for it. There's a machine for repairing. Oh, we might die. I think we're gonna die. Give me those diamonds before I die. If you see a sanguine enemy, you die, probably. Yeah, that guy was sanguine. Sanguine is instantaneous death in this one. At least I got my diamonds, though, so I can make all the bags. Let's go do that. Okay. It is kind of, it is a little annoying that you can't... Wow, that plastic mod really is just Craft-to-Exile Dissonance 2, isn't it? I'm realizing they even have the... Oh. I thought that would turn into something else. Is there a market on this one? Oh, there is. Okay, I gotta keep this then. Why didn't I pick this up? What's the matter with you? Oh, that's a nest. That's a nest. That's not a real piece of... That's not a real block. Make these bags. Oh wait, I don't have enough wood yet. Give me one more. Bag. Bag number 1. Oh wait, I should get to the quest first, shouldn't I? How far am I till the quest? Oh, are you serious? It doesn't retroactively check either. Not like that. You know, we'll just do it anyway, who cares? Or I could just hold on to all 3 until I get to the quest. Yeah, you know, I'll do that. Why not? Why not? We'll do that. Just hold on to all 3 until I get to the quest. And we will put this one... We'll take you out. It can go in my bag, actually. I think because I got all 3 of these bags, this is where I'm going to stop for this episode. I'm going to edit this immediately rather than later so that I have it post today, because I just want to get it done this time. You know, I want to try to do these once every single week. I don't know if it's going to happen because I am very bad at doing this. Also, next weekend is my birthday. It's just really awkward for me. But I'll try. I'll try to get through this. I'll try to get another one out next weekend. Or next week in general. Who knows? But with that, I'm going to bid you all adieu. Goodbye. Next time, maybe I'll build a base somewhere in this Terralith biome. This is a very weird savanna, isn't it? No hills. Like, you can tell the Terralith difference by the topography of the entire land. Anyway, bye-bye!